Hey guys, this video is going to get us started with our three-phase induction motors part of the course. I'm going to try to pretend like this isn't the third time I've tried to do this video. Having technical issues here. That's the name of the game this semester, isn't it? But anyway, all right. So focusing on 135, you guys, three other classes, got everything rolling. No rhyme, no reason to it, but now it's your turn. I'm focusing on you. I'm dropping a lot of material out here on you, and let me share with you what I want you to do, and we'll get going with this thing. Okay, so you have found your way to Brightspace, and you have found your way into the course named ELC 135 N805 Electrical Machines 1. And let me give you a quick little sob story here. 14 years worth of my blackboard material lost forever. Can't do anything about it. I have done all those things that you normally do when you have something like that happen. And at the end of the day, as they say, there's only one thing to do, and that's to keep going. That or just, quit. But I'm not a quitter, right? And I'm not on these kind of things anyway. And so, this is what we got. So Brightspace, it's as new to me as it is to you. And so we were going to transition to Brightspace in the fall of 21, but we were thinking at the time that we would have access to all our blackboard materials to make that transition, time consuming in a sense, but not to the point of recreating materials, right? It was more of a transfer into a new format and presentation, of the Brightspace format, or LMS, Learning Management System. Now, so that's not going to happen. All that blackboard stuff is gone. 14 years of material, and I was totally committed to it and had everything that parked in there and so forth. But anyway, so I go about learning Brightspace, trying to get up to speed. It's not hard. It's like any other software that you learn. It just takes time, and you have to go through it to be able to learn it. It's a participatory type of thing, right? It's something you have to do to learn. And I realized, with 8 weeks left in the semester, if you guys have to wait on me to get up to speed on how to use Brightspace and then go through the process of transferring all this material into it, the semester is going to be over and we're not going to know what we need to know. So what I'm doing is I'm not worried so much about the presentation, the appearance of the Brightspace environment. What I'm doing is I'm posting modules using Brightspace. And so the first one that you're going to have to work on, very important, actually the most important one in this course, is three-phase induction motors. So once you get there, you'll find this thing here, this visual TOC. I guess that's a visual table of contents. And so you're going to click on it. And once you get in there, you're going to see this introduction that I have made. And it says that 95% of AC motors used in industry are induction motors. Most of those motors are three-phase induction motors. So we've done our background work. We know, we did this introduction, with units, and then we went into mechanical aspects. Then we transitioned into DC generators and AC DC generators and DC motors. Then we transitioned into, the other characteristics in chapter 6. In chapter 7, we talked about power. In chapter 8, we went into three-phase. So this is where we go next. It's the most important chapter that you will study. And most of your exposure in the workplace will be to three-phase induction motors. So we want to be comfortable there. At one time, we had 2 electrical machines courses. And it was really good because our students really came out with a nice understanding of three-phase induction machines, motors, and electrical machines in general. Over time, I don't know exactly why, I got my opinions, but you know, it was 136. The second machines course was taken away, and everything was condensed into this 135 course. So, you know, it really, I think, important that there are two machines courses. And starting this semester, we actually brought 136 back. So electrical machines 2 back. Now, I don't know what program you're in, but if you want to get a better full understanding of electrical machines, both theoretical, construction, applications, and control components of electrical machines, which I think is very important for you working in the workplace. At least that's what industry told us, and they really encouraged us to bring back this second machine. You should take 136, and you know, it should be available in the fall. And even if it's not, you know, something that's required, I think you benefit from it. I strongly encourage you to take it. Thinking that in the fall we're going to be back to an in-person, you know, situation, and you know, you'll come into the lab and you have the best lab, machines lab I've ever seen. And you know, I want you to come in there and put your hands on it and so forth and so on. But anyway, but if not, you know, you'll have this 135 as at least an intro to machines. But take 136 if you can. So there are essentially 3 videos that I want you to get started with, and I will come at you with each one of these individually. All right, so the first one here is a video that, and these are structured a particular way. This is very sort of, how shall I say, this is not technical really in nature. This is just giving you an overview of 3-phase electrical machines. So this is what it looks like. It's called My Toolbox TV. Very hands-on-ish kind of approach that old Daryl gives us, and I really like his videos. They're very practical and well done. Good information. So I want you to watch that. Okay. Now, once you watch that, I have to make sure we're on the same page. Okay, once you watch that, there's no quiz with that. I just want you to watch it and get that fundamental first introduction to that. Then I want you to go to this video. Now, this is one of my favorites. There's so much stuff out here on the internet, and I found these years ago. These were produced by the Department of Defense years ago. This is like Cold War era materials, you know, 60s kind of stuff. This stuff is older than me. And you know, the thing about it is, you know, at first you might go like, what the heck? You know, you say, this is old, but the material, the presentation on this is spot on. This is pre-computer generated graphics. And so the focus is on the material itself. And, you know, you will not find a better introductory presentation on this. And so go through these. You know, it's okay to laugh. I think they're funny. I've seen them 100 times and they still make me laugh. You know, look at that old radar. And so anyway, I think in some ways, because they didn't have computer generated graphics, that they were focused more on the material itself. And so you know, this is what your second video is. And once you finish this, I have an associated quiz that goes along with it. Now, you might want to, as you go through this, you know, make some notes on this, because the quiz, you know, goes into some specifics about this. And so, you know, you will get a really good look at this great, just sort of great sort of presentation of the concepts. It's you know, it's not quantitative to a high degree, but you know, he does introduce some of the basic equations to you. Okay, so there's that video, and there is a quiz associated with it. Okay, now the third quiz is this Yaskawa. Yaskawa is a company that's you know, very active in motors and drives. We don't see as much of it in the United States as there is in other parts of the country, but they're there. And the thing that really good about this is the quality of this is excellent, and it's going to take it up another level, you know, from the first two videos. And you know, we'll get into some little more technical explanation of things. We're going to incorporate you know, more mathematics into this and our understanding, looking at characteristic curves, you know, just a great video for us to understand three-phase AC induction basics. Okay, so there's a short quiz that goes along with that. Okay, now the last two things are works in progress, and I'll be working on these all day today. Today's March the 9th. And the first part of this is the chapter 13 in our textbook, and I'm working on getting videos established for that. This is the singular most important chapter in the text that we study in this course. And so we're going to go through this completely, go through some really good explanations. You know, and this will be more like in line what we did with, you know, up through chapter 8 that we had done up to this point. I'm working on that, you know, today. That's my goal, focusing on you guys. Yay, 135, you know, just going to dump a lot of stuff on you. And then to follow that will be this lab 8 on three-phase induction motors that you will access in Amatrol e-learning. Okay, so that's where we are. And you know, we're gonna get through this and make the most out of it, and at the same time learn what we need to know. Dig in on this particular part of this course. It's very important to you to know this. And like I said, we're going to try to get into this lab in April, and at least give you the opportunity to put your hands on this stuff and reproduce some of these labs that you're viewing. We have this great lab. I want you to be able to use it. I don't think I can require it, but you know, I want to at least make it available to you. Okay, get in touch, get to work. Let me know what's going on. Later.